Hello and welcome back to Quantum Suicide. All I remember about last time is that Kadashi was overprotective because we bumped our head when we found out the watch was working. Once we finish this branch, it is on the final 1/2 branches, that being the middle branch, before we actually should get all the answers we need to shut down Dai. So we're getting close to the end. Hooray. That we may as well just continue. I looked down at the pikelets, and that was enough to make me instantly change my tune. Sorry, I misspoke. I meant to say oink oink.
Very cute, newbie. Problem is, guinea pigs make a squeaking noise.
That is true, because we originally refused to become guinea pigs for this new recipe. I have to admit, I've never heard one.
It's like squeak, squeak.
And this is what we start to. Anyway, we both broke out into laughter at the same moment. Just seeing the effort of each other desperately holding on to proving too much is... I was going in the wrong direction with that entire sentence. Just seeing the effort of each of us desperately trying to hold it is proving too much for us.
Oh, I'm glad I can still make you laugh.
I mean, what do you mean by still? Technically, it's been like, well, almost 3 weeks. I spent the whole of the early morning with Katashi, watching him cook and freeze meals after meal, sampling each of them as it paraded past. Soon it was 7 o'clock.
All right, here's the last mouthful for you, Miss Piggy.
Thanks, Kermit. I can't eat it anymore. Please have mercy. Kadashi chuckled to himself, clearly pleased with the results.
I guess I'll take this one for the team.
The fork was practically in his mouth when Dai appeared right in front of him, yelling at the top of her lungs.
Katashi, the game hasn't even started yet. Don't sacrifice yourself for my sake.
Hooray, even Dai likes Katashi. She pretended to knock the fork out of his hand, her outstretched arms passing right through it. She howled in mock anguish.
Good morning, Dai.
There could be no more good mornings without you in it.
Ah, what a true romance.
All right, Dai, that's enough melodrama for one morning.
Dai straightened up and ran her hands down her rumpled holographic clothing to make herself presentable again.
Nothing smells quite as good as murder in the morning.
I disagree. Certain foods just hit right when you smell them. How can you smell murder if it hasn't happened yet? Dai stared daggers at me, challenging me to finish that sentence.
Would you happen to be volunteering yourself to rectify that situation?
Sure, I'll murder Katashi for you.
Sounds to me like quite the loaded offer there.
Oh, you're both volunteering now.
Sure, why not? Because we always know that you want one victim instead of two. Sorry, Dai, you're right, murder smells great. I was pleased with my sudden acquaintances. Acquaintances. So much, I don't know.
You're a fast learner.
I disagree.
So, tell us what you want with us, Dai.
As you know, today is the day we play the new round of the deletion game, Vampire Children.
Hooray.
I need to tell you your role, silly.
So you want us to separate?
So spit it out. What am I?
Dai was in Katashi's ear, gesturing in my direction with her head.
I can't tell you in front of her.
I can hear you, you know.
She's already trying to cheat.
Why am I the one trying to cheat? Why can't it be Katashi's trying to cheat?
Well, she's not doing a very good job.
Katashi leaned and whispered back to Dai.
I heard she's suffering from a head injury.
Katashi, don't be so mean. Her face always looks like she's just been stunned.
Interesting. Is this a reveal that Katashi's been evil the entire time?
Please return to your quarters. I'll be with you shortly to tell you your role too.
Don't have to tell me twice.
Ah, sweet submission. I just love it when they roll over and present their soft exposed bellies.
I see. Anyway, I left the two of them in the kitchen and headed back to my room as instructed. I made sure to walk extra slowly just to get back at Dai any way I could. I finally strolled through the door and walked behind the table, stroking it gently and menacingly. We meet again, old nemesis. I need to call you a temporary truce so that you can hold on to something precious for me. I slipped the watch gingerly into the bedside table's single drawer. I slid the drawer shut. At the same time, Dai appeared in my quarters.
Yoo-hoo! It's me, your favorite AI again.
Just I? What makes you think you're my favorite?
Maybe the oxygen levels in your quarters tells you that I am?
She makes a good point, let's be fair. Sounds like you have been misinformed. Dai grinned, clearly enjoying defiance almost as much as compliance.
Now, aren't you just itching to find out who you get to be?
Yes, I suppose.
You are...
Dai drew out the words, trying to heighten the anticipation. After way too long, I interjected. Well?
Not the vampire.
Oh, no.
Sorry to disappoint.
So sad. What? No, I'm pleased about that.
Wait, really? You want to be human?
No, Dai has a point, really. The vampire... Assuming the vampire wins, you get to choose who dies, really. Yeah.
Huh. I think I need to repeat the game's rules again. I feel like you clearly weren't listening.
I'm good, thanks, Dai.
I guess we'll see soon enough. Bon chance! It was nice knowing you.
If Bon Appetit is good have a nice meal, I'm assuming it's good luck, right? Bon chance? Because obviously chance is chance. Dai blew me a kiss goodbye, vanishing from the room. Moments later, I heard a PA system.
Everyone has now been allocated.
Cool. The PA just cut off as Dai was clearly overexcited. Dai suddenly phased back into my quarters. Did you forget something?
I am not Dai. I am I.
Oh, sorry, I assumed you were... I suddenly cut off.
We need to speak. I do not have long.
I don't have the information. That's unfortunate.
I must make... Dai... You... This is your...
The password. What is it? What do we have? I know we have 4 out of 5. We have... add... Per... Aspera... Astra. Cool.
You all...
Anyway, so can't even type it. Add space per space. Oh no, hold on. Add, there we go. Per. Is it capital A for Aspera? It is for Astra. Aspera, yes. So just to double check. Per is capitalized. Damn. Please don't say that case sensitive. Even though I don't even need to type because I know I don't have enough. Aspera. Yes. Astra, there we go. I just don't know. Oh no. Still nothing. Came back on. Oh, that's much better. Dai's voice boomed angrily through the PA.
I don't know what you're up to, but trust me, I will punish whoever's messing with me right now.
Is this because I got it right? Was she talking about what just happened?
To start with, I'm gonna mess with you all now. I'm moving the game start time up. T-minus 5 minutes.
So this is because I got 4 of them, correct? A silence fell as I tried to grasp what just happened. I no longer had time to speak to the crew concerning the game strategy now. Kitashi woke me from my internal monologue, almost breaking down my door.
Newbie, let me in!
I ran to the door to let him in, and as he obviously sprinted to let us be here. What?
I'm not... the vamp...
Cool, Kitashi took a moment. Or is it specifically this timeline? I understand what you like that. Kitashi stood there for a few months catching his breath before proceeding.
I'm not the vampire.
Cool. That's great news, neither am I.
Newbie, don't you understand?
What?
We needed one of us to be the vampire.
Why? Why would you say something like that?
Not knowing who the vampire is as good as a death penalty.
What, how?
If the vampire has a partner, which they most certainly would, that means we have a 50-50 chance of breeding with a vampire in round 2, leaving us with the least amount of human babies.
I suppose. That's what you're saying we do. Kitashi got more flush than he spoke.
That is, if they aren't all working together. We certainly can't trust the Fogels, and the captain hasn't been at all the same since Yoshiki died.
You have a point. I don't understand.
Newbie, it's time for you to use the watch.
Shouldn't we wait until...
Until you're already sentenced to death!
No, but...
You made me a promise, Newbie! I honestly believe that right now we're walking into a death trap. If either of us were the vampire, things would be very different.
You got a point. But the fact that it hasn't changed is that I still don't know what will happen when I press the button. Kitashi came up right to me, placing both hands on me, squarely on my shoulders. He choked on his words as
I
it
will
came out.
not let you die if there's even the remotest chance of escape. Please.
Cool. His grip tightened as almost painful levels. I nodded, mostly because his words moved me, but also because the pain in my shoulders were becoming unbearable. Okay, but on one condition.
Anything.
If there's a way for you to follow after me, you must do it. Kitashi nodded vigorously in agreement, after loosening his grip, allowing me to fetch the pocket watch from its safe spot. I stood directly in front of Kitashi, then took a few steps back in case he got caught up in a god knows what after the watch activated.
Do it.
Thank you, Palpatine. Kitashi was still obviously wrestling with the choices he had made, but he didn't stop me. I smiled reassuringly at him and pressed the button. The watch beeped loudly, and everything turned black.
A new challenger has entered the ring.
Oh no. I felt my stomach. I felt sick to my stomach as the verge of throwing up. I rolled over back and slowly opened my eyes. This is an interesting sight. I'm enjoying this way too much. Hold on, so... Okay, so Melody's obviously enjoying this. Kitashi's losing with his own clothing. This is interesting. I couldn't quite process the scene that the way to me, Vladimir and Yoshiki were. What's going on? Am I dreaming? This better be a dream.
Apparently, the new contender is mentally unstable. Is this going to be a fair fight? Do we even care?
I don't know. The fact that... I don't know. This is good art, honestly.
Blood is blood. Am I right, folks?
The music does not fit, though. The crowd roared in an unanimous agreement. Vladimir continued choking Yoshiki using his own suspenders. Melody on his shoulders cheering him on. Vladimir, what the hell are you doing?
Wait your turn.
My turn for what?
Die, silly!
Damn. Melody laughed a bloodthirsty laugh and made me shut it with repulsion.
Hold up. What's this? A second new contestant?
No. I looked at my feet, already knowing what I see. Kitashi was sprawled on my feet every morning in a heap. Interesting enough because Kitashi's also spectating. Kitashi looked at me confused before clutching his stomach, retching and heaving on the floor.
Ew. The new guy's sick. Sick and twisted.
The crowd roared, hitting me with a solid wall of frenzied sound. Kitashi got on his feet, still trembling, and looked more lucid.
We did it, newbie. We changed dimensions, didn't we?
Yes, but I think now we have some more immediate problems. Vladimir had just finished off Yoshiki and turned on Kitashi, throwing wild punches at him. Kitashi definitely dodged it, but the momentum carried straight into me. A second blow hit my head, and one day it was just too many.
Newbie! Newbie, are you okay? Please, say something!
Our champion is now using the suspenders he just killed Yoshiki with on the new guy. What a show.
Vladimir's a monster.
Kill the monkeys! Kill the monkeys!
My consciousness faded. The muffled sound of Kitashi struggling, barely breaking through the soft haze that descended onto me. Some backup plan had this turned out to be. This is great, honestly. So, is this because I override your death? What happens if I don't jump? If I don't jump? I didn't get the override. Oh well, time to see what happens if
Thank
Katoshi
you for your
dies.
selection.
Cool.
No.
Inside.
How is it Katashi? It should be someone else.
I just read the results, Missy. Need I remind you that I didn't get to shoot anyone?
But
It's fine, Shizuka. It appears that today just isn't my day.
And is it going to be the same lesson?
I was sure that you were going to be fine. You were supposed to be fine.
It's all good, really.
Kadashi patted Shizuka on the head. I don't know why. I just realized I've just skipped over what just happened. But Vladimir going on a killing spree. Shizuka mumbled something in that to herself.
You were supposed to be fine.
All right, Dai. I've lost. Let's not drag this out, shall we?
Oh, Katashi, you're so direct. It's making me a little hot under the collar.
Too much information.
Let's spin the wheel!
Dai projected a wheel of various methods of execution inscribed upon it. It all began to spin.
Oh, this is a good one. I got the idea from watching old sci-fi movies. Congratulations, Katashi! You're going to be ejected from the ship through an airlock!
Okay, so it's our usual one.
Yay.
That's the spirit! Now, if everyone would make their way to the shuttle area, we'll be able to get on with this and not drag this out, as Katashi so eloquently put it.
Okay. We solemnly made our way through the hallways towards the shuttle bay. Shizuka was still pouting and Katashi was trying to comfort her.
Seriously, this sucks, kiddo, but what you gonna do about it?
It's not fair.
I mean, life and death is not fair.
I know. But things rarely are.
Yep. As we passed to the kitchen, Shizuka quickly darted inside.
Oh, I have to grab something.
Make it quick or else I'll be forced to execute you too!
It wasn't long before we arrived at the shuttle bay. We haven't
Ta-da!
seen much of
Your
this.
chariot, or lack of thereof,
location.
awaits!
Oh boy. I've always wondered what open space felt like.
Well, today's your lucky day.
Cold, I believe.
It would appear so.
All right, Katashi. I'm going to need you to stand over there next to the airlock. Everyone else will have to watch the proceedings from behind the door to the shuttle bay.
That actually makes me think, since space is cold, how close to the sun do you have to be to actually feel the warmth? Because obviously we've got the atmosphere to keep the warmth in. But I'm just thinking, because obviously too close obviously will be pulled into by the gravitation and we'll die. But and too far will be too cold. We wouldn't even be able to breathe either way, so I don't know what I'm saying if we manage to survive.
You're concerned for our safety?
Heavens, no! But who would I play with if you all up and died on me?
The captain?
Now, Katashi, please take your position.
Kadashi moved into space that I was requesting.
Wait, I just need to give these to Katashi.
What's the point of giving him? He's going to be ejected. And Kadashi handed Kadashi a bowl of strawberries.
Shizuka, you know these are rationed. We can't just eat them whenever we please.
I feel like today is one of those days that you can treat yourself.
Kadashi looked at the strawberries longingly.
Captain?
It would be our pleasure if you had those strawberries.
I mean, yeah, you can have them, but like,
Thank you, Captain. Thank you.
Alrighty. Doors closing.
true to our word, Dad closed the door, and our vantage point, far from our vantage point in the hallway, we could see Katashi standing on his back, standing with his back to the massive bay doors through the pane-reinforced glass.
Attention, ground control over.
Katashi began eating eating some of the strawberries from the side door. He looked like he was really enjoying them.
Roger that. We have permission for takeoff. Lift off in 5, 4. Board now.
Okay, then. A shame. Waste of strawberries. With that, Dai opened the bay doors and Katashi was sucked into space. Suspended in zero gravity, the strawberries floated around him like fallen rose petals.
We have liftoff. Mission accomplished, ground control.
Thank you. Shizuka pushed her face up against the glass to get a better look at Katashi floating in space. Why does the cast do this to themselves? Watching someone die is never good, but they're actively trying to get a better look at it.
The mission was a success, team. You should all rest up now. A new mission will start very shortly, and we wouldn't want any further complications before then, would we?
I don't know.
Ground control, beam me up. Wait, that doesn't seem right.
Because it's not. Dai shrugged and disappeared.
You heard Dai. We're excused. Everyone should try and get some rest.
Okay. Shizuka was still peeled at the door.
I'm sorry, Shizuka. But you...
Shizuka averted her gaze and looked at her feet, still shaken by the loss of her friend.
Yes, Captain.
We all left the shuttle bay area and returned to our quarters. I lay in bed thinking about strawberries. How could I be craving strawberries as soon after witnessing the death of a fellow crew member involving strawberries? Chapter 2. I remember waking up during the night, but I feel like I didn't feel like I had slept either. I rolled over and looked at my tablet. It's already 8 a.m. It seemed easier to think that all the good reasons to get out of bed than to actually do it. What? It seemed easier to think about all the good reasons to get out of bed than actually do it. Okay, that makes more sense. There was a pocket watch riddle, and I still hadn't worked out how to deactivate Dai. Well, we just need one more word. One more. Besides, everyone else had to get up and do their jobs. We all witnessed the same thing last night, which is why I get to stay in bed. Wait, why should I get to stay in bed if they didn't? But on the other hand, sleep. I must have spent 10 precious minutes thinking before I decided to. Let's get up. We need to actually do things. I reluctantly rolled out of bed, knowing that I had to face a new day. And probably a new round of the deletion game. But I could at least make sure I dealt with it on a full stomach. Who are we gonna meet? I yawned all through the labor of getting dressed, repeating to myself all the important reasons for being awake. Then I made my way to the kitchen. We had lost Katashi, and although I did care about losing a person as him... Oh, sorry. Although I did care about losing him as a person, I was seriously curious about the practical side of his loss. Who would prepare the meals? Who on the Everett knew how to cook, and to cook enough for everybody, without wasting resources? We didn't want to overfeed everyone and run low on supplies. Not that we will be an issue if Dai keeps at it. I'll have to make sure... I would have to make my own breakfast. At least I knew how to cook for myself, kind of. When I arrived, it turned out I wasn't the only one thinking practically. Beatrix was there, chopping up something red. She had a large bowl of green leaves on the counter beside her. She's making salad. Oh, well, thanks, Beatrix. Oh, Beatrix, good morning.
Why, hello there, sailor.
Why are you whispering like that? It's weird. I came to get some breakfast. I can see you're busy, so I can come back later if you'd like.
And deny me your company? Rude.
I mean, I wasn't aware you were interested in my company. Okay, guess I'll stay. What are you making? Maybe I could watch him repeat and make some for myself.
A salad. And don't you worry your pretty little face. There will be enough for everyone.
Hooray! You're taking care of everybody. Thank you, Beatrix. I was quite surprised that Beatrix was making everyone breakfast. Salad, though? Salad for breakfast? It's kind of an odd choice.
Would you prefer the other dish I am preparing?
Is it a knuckle sandwich? What is it?
It's called Going Hungry. Would you prefer a serving of that?
Nope. Beatrix shot a sly smile to me other sideways. Salad sounds fantastic, thank you.
That's what I thought.
So it's simply for the fact that that's what she's making. She's making for everyone. Well, to be fair, out of the kindness of her own heart, really.
Well,
Oop.
look at you
Would you like some help?
Well, look at you being useful. Here's another knife. You can chop that cucumber.
Beatrix handled me a knife. Handled? Clearly reading is not my strong suit. Beatrix handed me a knife, and I got to work on the cucumbers. What are you cutting? Capsicums?
My father always told me red capsicums are good for stress.
That is a food I've never heard of. Interesting. Are there any other foods that help with stress? Chocolate, really. What do you do personally to relieve stress? And I like to sing the periodic table when I'm stressed. Well, we know chocolate, so... Well, I say we know chocolate. I might even be wrong. So what do you do personally? Beatrix snickered, and then answered, still with an aggressive smile on her face.
Oh, sailor. I thought you'd never ask.
Is that sarcasm? I'm full of surprises.
Me too. Another weird coincidence. We must be soulmates.
Why are you whispering? It's kind of weird. I guess we are. So, soulmates, how do we deal with stress?
Well, there's the Eco Lounge, peaceful surroundings, and then there's reading a nice book or playing games.
I didn't think you'd be the one to read books outside of, like, the medical books, because, let's be fair, you're a doctor. I guess, well, Eco Lounge is basically outdoors. Interesting. Cool. Beatrix winked at me. I don't think she meant the kind of games that Shizuka enjoyed.
Then there's your social activities. Bubble baths and massages and other ways. If you know what I mean.
I don't, but I'm assuming the massages is what you would have done to enjoy stress relief, really. She winked again, and I felt myself blush. I stumbled over my words for a moment before I was saved by the bell. Kind of.
Yahoo! Everyone's favorite AI system is here. My, it's a beautiful day, isn't it? It would be such a shame if someone were to mention the deletion game.
To be fair, have we actually had, like, a romance route with Beatrix? We have with Nicholas. We have Katashi. We have with everyone. I don't think Vladimir, but obviously that's because he's a widow, I guess.
Ahem. Could I please have all crew report to the dining hall for briefing immediately? That is all.
We should probably just bring the salad, then we can eat while we get the briefing. We can at least get there quickly from here. I don't want to get on a bad side.
Does she even have a good side?
Good point, good point. I can dream, can't I? Beatrix smiled as best as she could in the situation before she pushed the salad aside that we made and our way to the dining hall. As we entered the dining room, we were greeted by an overly excited Di.
Welcome, welcome. Please, everyone, take your seats. The show is about to begin, and I must say I am quite excited about this one.
Oh, please tell me do more. I love a good show. I made my way to the table and took an empty seat next to the captain. Hello, Captain. Di was excitedly moving around the room, pretending to do a head count.
Okay, good. Everyone is sitting.
Well, what if I stand?
Get on with it, Di.
Didn't your mother ever teach you that patience is a virtue?
Didn't her mother die when she was young? The captain looked at Di intensely.
Oh, that's right. She probably wasn't around long enough to teach you much.
Damn. I curse my mouth for talking, really.
Such a shame.
I could see the captain becoming enraged by Di's words, but she remained composed.
All right, I can't hold in the excitement any longer.
Tell us,
Welcome to
please.
round 4 of the deletion game, Bidding Wars.
Hooray. Basically, I have to guess now.
I have noticed a certain lack of, what's the word?
Teamwork.
So I have specifically designed this game to help us grow as a crew, but more importantly, as a family.
Hooray.
We have to
Cut
Cool.
the crap, Di. One of us will die. Teamwork is not on the cards.
I mean, Beatrix has got a point.
Well, it is now, 'cause I said so.
Please don't say it's gonna be... They're gonna split the twins.
If you would all please turn your attention to your tablet devices, I have made you a short video on the rules.
Cool. Skip.
So the game will be played now. Wonderful. Team A will be made up of Nicholas, Beatrix, and Yoshiki. And
Interesting.
Team B will consist of Vladimir, Shizuka, Melody, and Kimiko.
So that means I'm gonna guess that Vladimir. Well, actually, Shizuka might die because I don't think we have a timeline where Shizuka and Katashi both die. Interesting.
And remember, no talking with the enemy from now on, or else. Team B, if you would please exit the dining hall and make your way to the rec room. I will be there shortly to allocate your team captain. Team A is up first.
Well, we know for a fact we're gonna be team captain, so I'll call it off there. Hopefully you've enjoyed, and hopefully I can see you on the next one. With that, goodbye.